and welcome to this quick little video. I wanted to discuss like a lot of YouTubers changes that were made that were teased in the by Valve on their page. And yeah, this is not scripted, and I'm tired, so yeah, expect very poorly said stuff, yeah, like this. Okay, Sandman. People were didn't like the ability, hate losing the ability to fight back, and being hit by a long range ball ends up feeling random under their skills. That's the reasoning behind the changes. And what do they do? Long range ball impacts no longer remove the victim's ability to fire their weapon, but the victim is still slowed. Max range balls now do 50 increased damage from base of 15. The flight time required to trigger the maxed effect has been reduced by 20%, and ball regeneration time reduced to 10% from 50. This is... I don't really like this change because of not only this but also the flying guillotine change, which I'm gonna say at the end because it's at the end. But I think it's more of a nerf to the Sandman because the ability to completely stun the target was very important for this weapon, but I'm very curious on how it's gonna go out. Bonk Atomic Punch. It was designed to allow Scout to pierce wholly costless areas, and they said it doesn't have much of a downside, which I don't really agree with because you don't have a pistol, and I think that's enough of a downside itself. But what do they add? Apply slow effect to a player after facing wears off, based on the amount of damage they absorbed. From 25% at low damage to 65% at 200 plus damage. And lasts 5 seconds, which is straight up nerf to the bonk. It lasts shorter and you get slowed down after the effect. So straight up nerf, not really. I don't think it's deserved, but I don't really use this weapon and see this weapon being used, so it's really gonna be used even less. Okay, Pretty Boy's Pocket Pistol. I really like this change. People didn't really like that you get pretty much most often you take more damage than you regain because of the more damage taken stat. Looking at the current design, it seems that not taking the full damage ranks pretty low at the value scale for Scout, and the flat 20% damage taken penalty is basically the kiss of death for a low health class. So yeah. New design. This is awesome. Plus 15% firing speed, up to 7 health per hit from 5, and 25% minus 25% clip size, so 9 shots. This is amazing change because it makes the Pretty Boy's Pocket Pistol how it's supposed to be right now. So you get health per hit, you get it very fast because of the increased firing speed, and you get more health per hit because the minimum you get is like now, and it ramps up to 7. And the clip size, yeah, I really like this change. I hope it goes through. Critical Column. They wanted to add more decision thought on when, where to active, and how to manage the risk reward of the effect. Added each attack while active adds marked for death debuff for 5 seconds, does not stack, and removed marked for death when the effect expires, move speed bonus, and damage taken penalty. This is gonna make Critical not really good because of the because it's similar to when it came out, because when it came out it had just plain you take mini crits while active. In certain situations this is gonna be better, but sometimes worse, but yeah, I don't see critical cola being used after the update came out. Atomizer. Triple jump as a passive attack is just too strong. That's true. Goal requires the scout to deploy the bat to take advantage of an extra jump, which also is a signal to another players that they can perform an extra jump and reduce the bat's negatives to compensate. And what did they do? Triple jump is now only possible when the bat is deployed. That's understandable. Removed self-inflicted damage when triple jumping. That's good. Removed attack speed penalty. That's good. Added melee attacks done with airborne mini crits. Okay, I guess. It's probably one of the gimmicky stats right now. Added 50% deploy time penalty to prevent quick switch bypass, which is fine, and reduce damage penalty versus players to minus 50 from minus 20, which is okay. The Atomizer, I think it's gonna be... it's not gonna be a almost must pick a part of the Boston Basher. Probably the Boston Basher is gonna stay as the only must-have scout melee, and the Atomizer, I think I'm happy with the change. It's not gonna be so annoying to soldiers, but at the same time you still have this movement. But okay, and the removal of the mini crit, which is okay. The mini crits on airborne. Who cares? It's not gonna be used. Flying guillotine. This is gonna be bad. Weapon is capable of high burst damage under what sometimes seems like random conditions, such as mini crits at long range and full crits when the target is slowed or stunned by anything. Ghost Boo effect, Natasha ATC. And what they did? They removed crit versus stun players, mini crits at long range, and added long range hits reduce recharge by 1.5 seconds. And they reduced by half distance considered long range. This is shit, in my opinion. This is shitty change, because the crit versus stun players was the key mechanic of this weapon. This was what made the Sandman and Guillotine fun. It might not be I don't think it's random. When I get hit by Sandman Ball and Flying Guillotine, I think, oh, nice work, Scout, you hit me. And yeah, it's mini crits at long range removed. Okay, I don't care about it. No, it's hardly ever useful. And the new stats, even though they reduced this distance, I think it's not gonna be that useful. I think they should just, if they want to remove the crit versus stun players, they should completely rework the entire weapon. I think I even sent them an email in the contact us because I was so hyped for this first stages, and I think if you increase the cooldown of the guillotine overall and make increase the damage, direct damage from the guillotine a bit, and make it so kill recharges completely the guillotine, and cooldown make it like 8 seconds or 9, I think it would be pretty nice change, because it removes this feeling of randomness and rewards actually fuck, I can't spell this. Reward accuracy I'm so bad. And yeah, I think it will be much more welcome change than long range hits reduce recharge by 15%. By 1.5 seconds, sorry. Okay. That has been all the changes to the scout. Oh, by the way, I'm very happy that they finally fucking nerfed the Dead Ringer and the Ambassador. Thank Valve. Thank Valve. And yeah, this was sort of a quick video. I didn't really plan to do this now, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Leave the feedback of what you think. Tell me in the comments maybe what changes you would like to see. I would honestly like to see the shortstop and the babyface blaster change for Scout. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Once again, fuck. And see ya next time. I'm not gonna make it any longer.